Hi, I'm Alex Linenman for short. Some of the kids call me Coach Linny, so that's what I'll go by from now on. I'm the head coach and founder of Linepro, and I wanted to take a second before we get started with everything just to do a manifesto, or if you will, a Line manifesto, and take the opportunity just to tell you who I am, what I'm doing here, what I've been doing, what I've been building, where I've been, where I'm from, and what I've done so far, and then who these videos are for, the type of materials you're going to see, and so on and so forth. So without further ado, we'll get started. Okay, so getting started, I wanted to tell you a little bit about my background in football. Again, it's Coach Linny. I played at Capitol High School in Olympia, Washington, where I grew up. I earned a scholarship and went and played for Oregon State University. I was all Pac-10 a couple times. I started 38 games at center. I was lucky enough to get invited to the NFL Combine, but I did not get picked up in the 2011 NFL Draft. I went undrafted, signed with the Chicago Bears, played center for them. I made it all the way through camp and all the way through the preseason, and I got cut on final cuts. And then from there, I had a couple tryouts, but nothing panned out, so I went and played arena football in 2012 for the Iowa Barnstormers, same team that Kurt Warner played for. And had a great time, learned a lot of things, especially about myself, and one of those things being that my football career was coming to an end. And I came to terms with that. I lost some weight. I moved home, eventually here to Portland, Oregon, where I'm at. And I just started getting into private coaching, private lessons, high school coaching for the offensive lines. I got a little day job in one of the schools. I upgraded to a sales job doing building widgets. And it was all building towards really this moment, talking to you here at the beginning of something that I think is going to be very special, and so I'm excited to get it started. So now I'll share with you a little bit about Linepro, what it is, and where I want to go with it. Right now, we're 1 year into being a business. I started it in January 2016. To this point, we've just been doing camps and lessons and trainings, linemen only, O-line and D-line. I've developed some coaches who work with me who are all local guys who played at Portland State or Oregon State or Oregon. All D1 former players who want to coach with the energy and passion similar to myself. From here, I've started LINEPROTIPS.com, which is meant to be a blog to apply to the masses. The lineman community across the world. So it's through that channel and this YouTube channel that we'll be posting videos, informational stuff, chalk talks, game film, little drill clips. We're going to follow some of the local trainees on their journey through recruiting. We're going to go to colleges and meet with college coaches, strength coaches, nutritionists, lineman coaches, head coaches, and talk to them about lineman things, how they treat linemen, how linemen eat, how linemen lift, different kinds of stretches linemen can do. We'll do some funny stuff, we'll do some serious stuff, and it'll really, I guarantee, I promise you, it'll be worth your time to follow us and to be a part of this. So I imagine that some of you are probably thinking, why should we listen to these guys? What's this all about? And rightfully so. I'm 28 years old. I'll be 29 in just a couple weeks. But I want you to consider that I'm about 44 in lineman years. Lineman years, you ask? That's an easy one. It is your age plus the most you ever weighed minus 280 pounds divided by 3 plus the years that you played after high school. Lineman age. The Linepro philosophy is that there are certainly many different ways to teach techniques, and there's a lot of different techniques out there to achieve the same blocks. We acknowledge this in any football, whether it's a quarterback's throwing motion or really in any sports, a tennis serve. People are going to have different opinions about why and what they should do. With lineman play, offensive and defensive linemen, is probably the least nailed down subject in all of football. I mean, there are so many different opinions. If you follow and check out the comments from time to time, you'll probably see that people will be disagreeing and agreeing and arguing with what we're saying. But the one thing I can tell you about our philosophy and our coaching philosophy is that with me and my team, we must be able to honestly and scientifically explain anything we're putting out there. Whether it's stretching, or whether it's the way you step on the backside of a cutoff block, or the way you hold your post foot, or the way you punch with your hands. I require that everything is backed up with good reasoning and a great argument, and that is why we're starting this, is because I think that's pretty special, and I think explaining those things to you is going to start the conversation and hopefully ultimately make you a better football player, because for the fact that there's so many different ways to do things, there's so many different ways to technique, you got to figure out what your best technique is in every situation, and then you pick your tools from the tool bag and you go win blocks. And finally, I'd like to make a quick dedication for this entire journey, dedicated to all of the lineman moms out there who do so much to make this possible. Specifically 2 lineman moms who we've lost along the way. So I'd like to dedicate this to the memory of my mother, Vicki Turner Linnencole, and Melinda Richardson, who were phenomenal lineman moms and made great sacrifices so we could be where we are today. And love you guys and appreciate that. Last but not least, I want to say thank you for watching. Please subscribe to all our stuff. If you're at all related to the lineman world, you will not regret it. We're going to post a lot of good stuff, tons of value for you. So follow. You're going to have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of it. We're going to have a lot of videos, all of our coaches out, and we're going to be doing some hugely beneficial things for you if you'll just follow along with us. So please comment, please send us emails, ask us questions. We can do a question show. Really, the sky is literally the limit. So please check it out, and I really appreciate it. Thank you. We'll talk to you soon.